Hello, welcome to another LUCAA training video. My name is Joe Flanagan from Ingenious Probiotics. You probably know by now, but we are the agent for the Probiotic group who make LUCAA, Eva, Dana, and Terra probiotic products. So today we're going to talk about the allergy-free spray. So you know already that these videos are aimed at veterinarian staff and staff in pet shops who are quite often giving advice to clients. And you're going to see clients coming in with pets with skin issues, and they'll often bring them into the shop, definitely bring them to the vets. Now, skin issues, it's a big, wide field, and there's a number of things that could be at play here. So in some cases, the allergy-free spray on its own is going to do the job, and in other cases it's going to be part of an overall allergy management protocol. I say allergy, that's a loose term, and we could be talking about intolerances. So you're going to see things like atopic dermatitis, so dermatitis of the skin. You're going to see various discoloration, itchiness, and so on. So we want to give the right advice. We want to use the product correctly. And it's going to vary from dog to dog, okay? So a lot of you will be looking at diet, obviously. The diet can affect the skin's microbiome. And so that's basically the millions and millions and millions of bacteria and fungi and so on that we have on our skin as natural. The same with a dog, the same with every surface on the planet. But diet can have an effect on the skin microbiome. And in some cases you'll see an imbalance happening where things like yeast can come forward and gain the upper hand, so we're out of whack, the balance is gone. And the genesis of that is going to be diet usually, but it can be other things. If the skin microbiome is being wiped out by repeated antibacterial treatments, antibacterial shampoos or antibiotics and so on. So a dog comes in with a skin issue and it could be triggered by one thing. A different dog looking exactly the same comes in with the same skin issue. It could be triggered by something else. Okay, so zoom out. We're going to talk about the product first and then the application. So what we have here is the allergy-free spray. One of our top selling products, actually, which goes to show just the level of the problem, particularly for dogs. Not just dogs, but particularly for dogs. Okay, so if it's something like a dermatitis, then you're advising the client to spray this directly onto exposed skin, paws, ear tips, underarm, undercarriage, anywhere we can get it right onto the skin. And if it's a heavier coat, then perhaps you're having to spray on the coat and brush it through. So what's happening with that when we do that? We're putting probiotics directly onto the animal, directly onto the skin, and particularly the skin, but also onto the coat. So what the probiotics are doing, and you'll notice from some of the other training videos, is that they are getting at work to consume organic waste. Okay, so by organic waste, we're talking about dust mite, poop is a big one, pollens, dead skin cells, dried saliva, things that the dog may have rolled around in on his way home from the park, and so on. That kind of organic waste. Okay, so the probiotics are going to go on there and they're going to start to consume said organic waste. Now, a couple of things happen. A little side positive of that is that if the human has an allergy to the pet, usually it's to what's on the pet hair, the organic waste, the proteins of the dried saliva and so on. So we're going to be helping reduce that as well. Okay, so by reducing that organic waste, we're doing two good things. One is we're getting rid of a potential allergen, so that poo is an allergen, and the dead skin cells and so on, those pollens are allergens. But also we're outcompeting the bacteria that can get onto the skin and cause irritation. So remember we said about the diet affecting the skin microbiome. Well, we're putting healthy microbiome onto the skin. So we're helping redress that balance. So in some cases, the causation of the imbalance has been fixed, but you're still in a kind of oversteer, understeer thing with the microbiome, and too much of this and too much of that, and redress and so on. So what we're doing is we're putting a nice, stable, balanced microbiome in place. Okay, so that's hopefully going to help in the long term. I'm linking it back into checking for diet and other issues. So spraying it directly onto the coat, we're reducing the bio-allergens, and by reducing the bio-allergens, and sorry, onto the skin too, obviously, by reducing those bio-allergens, we're therefore reducing the pathogenic bacteria that can cause odors or skin issues. Now, along with this, sometimes it's something else that's causing the skin irritation. Sometimes you need to refer to a vet to do a check for mites and so on. Again, some cases that can be related to not just what the dog's consuming, but how it's consuming it. There are reports of mites coming from dried food, for example, that's been in storage, and so particularly on the head area. There's mites that can come in from a very young age from the mother, and again, they tend to be in the head and face area. So there's a number of things this could be. The probiotic spray is going to help by getting into those little areas where those mites are, and just getting rid of the bad bacteria that could be making the inflammation worse, but also getting rid of the mite poo. Okay, so that's the allergy-free spray, one of our top selling products. We'd also say, as well as applying it directly to the pet, then apply it also to the bedding, the soft furnishings. You can spray it up into the air, and you're going to see how it lands. Okay, so it's going to land on the bedding and get into the fibers, and for about 3 days, both on the skin and in the fibers, it's going to be doing its work. The different probiotics in here will release enzymes to help break down that organic waste, and they'll reduce different enzymes depending on what organic waste they meet. So if they come across, let's say, a blood type organic waste, they'll reduce certain enzymes. If they come across something that's more starchy, they'll reduce different kinds of enzymes to break those organic waste components down and then consume them. So getting them onto the bedding is really important. A, for the bioallergens there that come from the pet, or the pet's brought in from the walks or pollens and so on, and again the dust mite poos. So use it on the pet, use it across the home. It's completely safe. Results show that it reduces pollens, it reduces the dust mite poo, and it improves human allergies as well. So allergy-free, wonderful products. Check out the other videos as well. And remember, this can be a product that you would refer to on its own, or part of a wider allergy management protocol. And we've done a video specifically on allergy management advice, so do check that out as well as part of this course. Okay, we'll see you next time.